Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a GMC Sierra Elevation with the Max trailering package and the Duramax. This is the only truck you're ever going to need. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Provo GMC for giving me some time with this truck. They have this one and several others available for sale for the time being. So if you're interested, I'll include a link to the website in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is the Duramax diesel. It's a 3-liter inline-6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 23 around town and then 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see really cool kind of muscular design, and you got the C-shaped lights here. Now, being an elevation, the grill's completely blacked out except for the GMC logo. We do have fog lights with this truck, and we've got tow hooks as well. And so putting it all together, especially finished in the sterling gray, it's a really sharp looking truck. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels completely blacked out to go with that blacked out theme. Then you have your Duramax badge here on the side. You can see elevation down below. And then you've got these nice fixed side steps. And if you're wondering, this truck does have leaf springs here in the rear. And then here's your full side view. You can see that this truck has the longer bed there in the back. But before we get into the bed, here is the key fob. So we have our lock and unlock function. We got the remote start function, the tailgate drop down, and then you can see the GMC logo. And then taking a look at the bed, you can see 6.5 foot box here in the back. So plenty of storage for all of your stuff. We've got LED lights here in the bed. You can see we've got an outlet here in the bed as well. And it's protected from the factory. It's not like Ford where they make you pay a boatload of money just to have bed liner. And lifting at the tailgate, it's light. And then you can see the C-shaped taillight design. You got the bumper steps here, parking sensors as well. And so putting it all together, let me know what you guys think. But so far, this truck looks good and it's got quite a bit of practicality. Now taking a look at the door panel, it's actually soft touch here at the top. You can see the wood trim, and then you've got the double stack design is what I like to call it. Again, you got those side steps that help out getting in. And then this has the seat storage. And yes, this has the upgraded leather seats. You can get cloth with the elevation, but this one has leather. And this has the cool storage buckets too, which is nice. And then getting in, legroom back here is great. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders here, USB ports as well. And then headroom, it's great. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you can see again with the soft touch trim, and then down below, all of our window controls, driver windows, automatic, got speaker for the Bose sound system, blind spot running with the mirrors, and the most exciting part, 1,631 pounds of payload capacity, and then with this Max trailering package, 12,500 pounds of towing capacity with the conventional trailer. And then again, we've got these nice leather seats up front, all of our controls here on the side, and you can see with the parking brake here. This is the only downside with this truck, in my opinion. Does not have a 2-speed transfer case. It's just a regular 4-wheel drive, but still has 4-wheel drive, which is fine. You get your drive mode selected, tow haul mode, light controls there, and then you can see the dash. You've got the nice trim that goes across. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around. We've got radio controls there on the back with our paddle shifters there for the 10-speed, controls for the center stack. We have our cruise control as well, heated steering wheel button, and then you get your regular turn signal windshield wiper stock. We've got a digital gauge cluster here in the center, and we can also change the drive modes here with this. You can have a terrain mode, that's pretty cool. And then with the tow haul mode, it automatically turns on the exhaust brake as well. 360 camera system, which is super helpful with a tow rig, so that it makes it easier to hook up to your trailer. And if you're wondering, it even has a bed cam. But yeah, also just parking in tight situations. It's nice. And then as for the rest of the screen, quick response time with this. Got the shortcut bar there on the side. You can see the little auxiliary tab. And then notice we got our analog control for the volume right here. A bunch of physical buttons. Big stuff. It has lane departure. You can turn that off. Parking sensor, same thing. Tailgate drop down. That's for your stability control, and then you have the button to roll down all the windows at once, which I always think is kind of funny. And then we got the double glove box here, which is nice. I like the trim on the outside there. And then trailer brake controls as well. And then we have our controls here for the dual zone climate, heated seats on top of that. And then you can see the storage here. Shifter for that 10-speed. And then this is nice with the center console. Got our wireless phone charging pad as well as an outlet here. And then nice trim on the side. And then this does have a power sliding window as well. So it's gonna be hard to see the window sticker, but this is an Elevation. It's got the premium package. That's why it has like the leather seats. The diesel's $2,300. Premium package buy is almost $5,000. And then the max trailering package is $850. $68,850 is the total MSRP with all the options on this particular truck. Let's drive it. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And let us set off in the Elevation with the max trailing package. This is a really, really cool pickup truck. So I don't know why GM does the things they do, but you can't get an X31 with this. You can't get an AT4. You can't get a Denali. You can't get an AT4X. And then on the Chevy side, you can't get Z71. So a lot of dealers don't order the max trailing package because they assume that buyers want X31 or AT4 Denali. But there's a lot of people that they want the towing. And so it's cool that Provo GM ordered out a few of these trucks. So first off, it does feel, because of the upgraded axle ratio, it's 3.73 instead of 3.23. You do feel a bit of a tighter shove off the line, or harder shove off the line compared to a normal Sierra. So that's cool with the drivability difference. Yeah, this axle ratio feels really good with this powertrain. Still, I love the sounds of the new Duramax. This does these cool turbo whistles and everything. It's really fun. Listen to that. It's like, but this truck drives great. Again, it's not a Denali or anything like that, but the seats are actually pretty comfortable, and the ride's pretty nice. What I will say is, if you want, for those of you that live out in the country, if you want a little bit of a better ride, I would just swap out these wheels. I think you can do, I know you can do 18s. I don't know if you could do 17s with the brake size, but you can for sure do 18s, and then just do a little bit more of an aggressive tire, and boom, you got a truck that can handle all 4 seasons, can handle dirt roads, and is a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, this definitely feels like it pushes harder, and that's the biggest thing with, you know, an upgraded axle ratio is off the line, right? Is it's going to push harder off the line. Once you're up and moving, not as big of a difference. Man, they should just put this axle ratio on all these diesel trucks, because this feels good. I mean, even if they don't go for the towing, I think that the ZR2 and the AT4X should have this axle ratio just to make those trucks feel like they've got a little bit more shove. But obviously, you know, they probably wouldn't have the best fuel economy on the planet after that. Just imagine like a 410 axle ratio with one of those trucks. That'd be cool. So to cap things off, this truck, I know some people are gonna be like, yeah, gawk at the price, you know, $68,000 MSRP, but you're getting a lot of pickup truck for the money in today's market. Gotta capitalize with that in today's market, right? This has a 360 camera system. It's got dual zone climate. It's got heated seats. It's got a longer bed. It has a huge towing capacity. It's got a diesel engine. And this interior, by the way, with these seats, since they're not perforated, super easy to clean. So, you know, although 68 grand is a lot of money, this is a lot of pickup truck, and I would say that this is one of the few pickup trucks, as crazy as this sounds, this is one of the few pickup trucks you can buy in today's market that does it all. It can do the towing. It can, you know, again, just with the tire change, you can do off-roading with this. Be a great family vehicle. And I don't feel like you concede anything with this particular truck. Like, it's not like, oh, it tows a lot, but it's uncomfortable. It's very comfortable. It's not like, oh, it's comfortable, but it can't tow anything like a Denali, right? It can still tow like 9,000 pounds, but there's a big difference between 9,000 pounds when it comes to a trailer and 12,500 pounds. I'm also gonna have to reset this. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this elevation with the Max trailering package. Let me know what you think about the Max trailering package, but a great package. It does actually feel a bit different, and the biggest thing is that extra towing capacity is going to be super helpful for those of you that use your truck for truck stuff.